The Convention for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity intended to safeguard the expressions of intangible cultural heritage that are endangered because of processes of globalization, of the widespread communication worldwide, which is threatening seriously some very fragile yet very important heritage. So UNESCO, because it is in charge of safeguarding intangible heritage and the rest of heritage, has elaborated this convention that is aiming to help the states to take the appropriate measures at the national level, but also to inscribe elements on the list, like on the World Heritage List, in order to show and to safeguard these elements. The Convention foresees two lists: the list for elements in need of urgent safeguarding and a list for elements that are in good wealth but are representative of the intangible heritage of humanity. The main list is, of course, the most important list is, of course, the urgent safeguarding list. The states are inscribing by themselves, are proposing by themselves elements that they feel deem the attention of the international community. They foresee safeguarding plans, but they very often need the mobilization, including by funding, of the international community. The second list intends to raise awareness about the importance of intangible cultural heritage. The young generation are very much targeted with this list because they must understand that they are the ones that are going to ensure or not the vitality and transmission of these elements to the next generations. So we need also to show that intangible heritage is not only something at risk of disappearing, but also something that is embodied in the lives, in our daily lives. The elements are proposed by states, but states must ensure for each element they propose that they have the free, prior and informed consent of the communities. They are not allowed to propose an element without the consent of the community. Moreover, they need to ensure the full participation of the communities in the safeguarding plan. Now, those who decide are 24 state parties elected by the General Assembly of State Parties, those that ratify the convention. They are elected every 2 years, 24 members. They are sitting in a committee and they are those who decide. To decide to inscribe an element, they must comply, the element proposed, the nomination must comply with very, very precise criteria that are different from one list to another. And the committee must ensure every criteria is met. If only a single criteria, for example, if the informed, free and prior consent of the community is not demonstrated appropriately, an element can be rejected. So the elements are not inscribed only if they are intangible cultural heritage. That is the first criteria, of course, but it is not the only one. There are 5 criteria for each list.